Hey everyone, back to the series where we're teaching you how to buy tool grid, and let's get into the drawer that I think is the freaking coolest. Also generally the most expensive, and that's going to be your ratchet and socket drawer. This is my rolling 34-inch wide Sonic MSS Plus toolbox, which I've set up all of the fancy Koken, Hazet, and Wera tools. And so what I want to do today is go through, this is a 1/4 inch and half of my 3-inch stuff that will then spill over into a rest of my 3-inch drawer, or sorry, 3/8 inch drawer, I should say. And then I have some, what you call, stud tool kit. And then that sort of rolls over into my drawer with 1/2-inch stuff. So I think we should break this down. Let's keep this simple. I think let's break down it into 1/4 and 3/8, and then we'll do 1/2-inch and miscellaneous for our drawer. So let's get into it. Okay, so the pieces that you're going to use for a socket ratchet drawer are generally the ratchet head holders, depending on the sizes of ratchets you have. You're going to add those up, and then you're going to use a tool tip holder. So I have lots of tool tip holders for my extensions and my ratchets. And then you're going to have the various sizes of your sockets. I find that pretty much all drawers, this drawer is only about 2 inches deep, can accept a 1/4 and 3/8 inch standing deep well. But you're going to need, all the, number, however many of the sockets you have, you're going to need the appropriate size. So these come in 1/4, 3/8, 1/2, and 3/4 in gray, blue, and red. I like to do them all in gray and label them. So let me do an active count here on this, and I'll tell you a good formula for what you might need to know in order to buy this. All right, so on this drawer, which has a combination, which I think will be pretty common for you, because most 1/4 inch sets aren't going to fill up a whole drawer. Most 3/8 inch sets might fill up a whole drawer, but I'm going to have all this extra space. And so the way that I think about it is I'm setting it up from left to right, and I would encourage you, just get started. Just start somewhere. I usually start with the ratchet accessories like universal joints and stuff like that, and then I put ratchets next to that. I put extensions toward the back of the drawer because I'm going to use those less often. I always like to create complete sets of extensions or close to it, and so I have way too many, so you probably have less than that. But in this drawer, I have 21 extensions total, so 21 total 1/4 and 3/8, and I have 20 ratchets, which is a bit ridiculous. And so all you need to do is count how many ratchet heads you have, and just grab the size. They come in 3 packs. So in 1/4 inch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I needed 2 3-packs of the ratchet head holders. And then between my ratchet handles, and then my extensions, and then some various other pieces, I have a total of 69 tool tip holders in this drawer, including 2 tool handle holders. So not a whole heck of a lot going on here. It's actually pretty simple, but I would want to have 6 or 7 packages. Actually, what you could do, count up your extensions, count up your ratchets, and then I would say, to be safe, multiply by 2. So get 2 times, so in this case I probably would have bought 80 tool handle holders. You'll always find a use for those later, but the tool handle holders in order to satisfy your ratchets and your extensions. And then I have, in this drawer, I've got 83 1/4 inch socket holders and 60 3/8. So not a lot of tool grid options here. We really only have 4 things. So tool tip holders, the ratchet holder, head holders, the 1/4 inch socket holder, 3/8 socket holder, and then the handle holder, which I have just a couple of those. So let me give you an estimate of this next drawer, which continues our thought process on 3/8. So this is all 3/8. Notice even in my Sonic MSS Plus drawer, which many of you may have if you're following me, these still fit standing up which is really, really awesome. Once you get into the 1/2-inch stuff, and some of the taller, bigger versions of the 3/8, you do need to lay them down in this drawer, which takes up quite a bit more space. So let me get a count on this, and we'll sort of wrap up these, the 1/4 3/8 drawer. So this drawer, for frame of reference, this drawer has 190 standing 3/8-inch sockets. A lot of stuff here. Then I've got 9 extensions, which need the tooltip holders. I've got 7 of these guys here, the stud tools, which is very similar to it. I have it set up the same way I would an extension. And then some of these larger, taller ones are too tall to put in tool grid because the drawer won't close. And so I laid those down. And so I have 33 sockets laying down on their sides that fit in a tooltip holder. And then once you get to above, say, 13/16 or 27 millimeters, once you get above, say, 25, 26 millimeters, you need to start laying them down in the larger handle holders. So I have 18 handle holders, 18 large sockets in here that are on handle holders. So the total drawer, 190 sockets, which means I would want to buy, 1 for 1, sockets, and maybe just overestimate. So you get 20 10-packs. Actually, those come in 25 packs. So you would want, 8 25 packs of socket holders in 3/8 size. You want 98 tooltip holders. So take however many extensions you have or larger sockets. This might be a little bit harder for you to estimate until you get the tool grid and decide if you can fit your sockets standing up or not. But so you're going to want to probably overestimate this, but it's always times 2. You need 2 tooltip holders to hold 1 socket laying down. And so that would be, in this case, I needed 98 tooltip holders and 36 of the handle holders. The handle holders are what I'm using for the bigger tools. Last thing I'll mention in these drawers, I probably used 2 packs. Most likely, I to be safe on these drawers with this many, I probably would buy 3 SAE labels and 4 metric label packs. That might be an overestimate, but that would be my recommendation if you have a drawer similar to this. So make sure to go to obsessedgarage.com, and you can hopefully use this as a reference guide. Chances are you're going to have a smaller number of sockets, smaller number of ratchets than I have here. So worst case scenario, just buy the same number that I estimated in this video, and you're going to have likely more than enough than what you would need to do the drawer. You have some left over for future proofing. Keep those, throw those in a box somewhere, put them in your cabinet, because you never know when you're going to get some new tools. You're going to need some extra tool grid. One of the beauties of these is that they're modular. Make sure to go check out the rest of the series where we dig into all the details of all the various types of drawers that I have here at my house or at HQ.